Okay, so tell me why I skipped breakfast before an 8:30 coffee meeting, even though I knew I'd be starving in like 15 minutes. Let's talk about the not so obvious ways our eating disorders still show up even when we think that we're past that. It's the sneaky, sneaky ways your ED shows up without you even realizing it. So, again, I had this early coffee meeting at 8:30. Normally, I leave the house around 7:45. So most people, they just eat something beforehand, maybe even grab a bite at the coffee shop. Me? No, of course not. I waited. I told myself I just wanted to have my usual breakfast after the meeting. I didn't want to rush it. I wanted to experience my breakfast. Waiting would be fine. That sounds logical, right? Except the meeting went until 10 and I was starving. I knew what I should have done, but that voice was louder than my hunger. And that's how it sometimes wins. It's quiet and sneaky. Here's another one. Ordering a burger and fries. That sounds simple, right? Except I always end up picking off the bun. And not because I don't love bread. I love carbs. But my ED tells me the bun just isn't worth it. And the bread is just going to fill you up. So instead, I need to save room for the fries. It's like I'm negotiating with myself over which carbs are better. Anyone else do this little dance? And don't even get me started on restaurant salads. Oh, I don't need croutons, or I really don't even need the full amount of dressing. I'm gonna get protein from the chicken and fat from the nuts, and I'll just dab a little bit of the dressing with my fork. Sure, but also no. I'm just convincing myself to skip what actually makes the salad delicious. It's a cop-out, and yeah, I know it all too well. I keep playing this little game like no one will notice, and maybe they won't, but I will. And hey, here's one that totally blindsided me. Back in outpatient treatment, we had yoga on the schedule, except we never really did it. So I casually suggested maybe we do a little stretching after lunch. Nothing intense, just get moving. And they called me out. Rightfully so. That's your ED voice, they said, is trying to make up for the food that you just ate. Ugh, guilty. And now I'll catch myself doing the same thing. I'll be sitting, trying to relax, and suddenly think, oh, I should go clean the bathroom. Or maybe dust the bedroom. It's really been a minute. No, you don't, brain. You're just trying to dodge the discomfort. It's not really about cleaning, is it? You just can't sit still. And this one's still a struggle because honestly, I am the queen of distraction. Now let's talk spontaneity. A few months ago, a friend invited me to go get ice cream at 4 p.m. Now, I love ice cream. I eat it literally every single day. But as soon as she said 4 p.m., my brain panicked. No way, that's not when we eat ice cream. So what did I do? I was honest. I said I just can't do ice cream today. She was super kind, said no worries, let's just hang out. But honestly, I still regret it. It wasn't about the ice cream. It was about avoiding a challenge. EDs thrive on rigidity. They hate surprises, especially last-minute lunches or unplanned desserts. What about you? Does a last-minute food invite still throw you off? I've finally gotten so much better at handling spontaneous lunches or dinners. Now, 5 months ago, a surprise lunch would have sent me into a full-on spiral. What time? Where are we going to go? Will they have my safe foods? Now I just say, you pick, and I figure it out from there. Is it easy? No. But every time I have so much fun, and I am so glad that I went. Here's another sneaky one. Do you ever plan your whole day just to avoid a meal? Maybe you don't even realize you're doing it. Or maybe you do. I used to book noon meetings so that I could delay lunch or plan early appointments so I could skip breakfast. Now, I try to ask them what works for them because I don't want my life to revolve around food and timing anymore. I need to try to lean in and figure it out. And here's a subtle one that still trips me up. My friend and I were grabbing coffee, and she got a pastry too. At first, I thought, wow, that looks so good. But then my ED kicked in and said, that pastry isn't worth it. She'll just be hungry in an hour. But why is that a problem? That pastry looked delicious. It would have satisfied her hunger right then and there. And that is the whole point. Satisfaction matters. Even if it's not a protein-packed or perfectly balanced meal, it's still valid and good. And speaking of perfect, are you setting up every meal like it's a ritual? Full glass of water, perfect plating, peaceful setting. Yeah, same. I was taught to eat mindfully in treatment, which is awesome, but now I'm obsessed about it. And that's not great. Meanwhile, most people will just grab a sandwich or a donut and walk out the door. They're not pausing to breathe or practice their mindfulness. They're just eating because they're hungry. Oh, and that is where I want to be too. Okay, one more because this one hit hard. Let's say someone offers you some food. You're at a party, they're slicing cake or passing around appetizers, and instead of just saying, no, thank you, or sure, I'll try that one, your brain breaks out. How dare they ask me that? Don't they know I don't need it? I used to get so mad, especially when it was my grandpa at family parties. He didn't realize how much it upset me, and he didn't know how to say I looked sick. This is his way of telling me he thought I needed to eat. Now, if any of this sounds familiar, please know you are not alone. I'm still working through all of this. Oh, it's such a mess, but we are healing together. Let's cheer each other on and take the next right step. And keep calling out that sneaky eating disorder voice when it shows up. Let me know in the comments what you related to and what you're working on. What challenges do you have? We have got this. One moment, one meal, and one choice at a time. Thank you so much for watching.